and Controlled Corporations Chairperson Marius Corpus and the other officials of the GCG, my fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. As we celebrate this year's Government-owned or Controlled Corporations or GOCC Day, we recognize the indispensable role that our GOCCs play in our nation's progress. For decades now, our GOCCs have been instruments of growth, equity, and empowerment. And through their contributions, we have built infrastructure, expanded services, invested in communities, especially those that have long been marginalized. The story of GOCC stretches back to the 19th century. In the aftermath of war, we turned to these institutions to advance national welfare and defense. The National Development Company spearheaded industrial and commercial ventures, while the National Rice and Corn Corporation sought to stabilize food supply and prices. Even then, our leaders understood the value of intervention in critical industries to promote growth and to safeguard stability. Over time, these institutions faced serious challenges. Inefficiency, lack of accountability, and financial strain tested their credibility. But our GOCCs did not fold under pressure. Instead, the GOCCs persevered, treating every difficulty as a chance to reform, to rebuild, and to restore public trust. The success of our GOCCs today proves that with discipline, with good governance, public institutions should rise better and stronger. And indeed, the results speak for themselves. From 2011 to 2013, the authorized dividend remittance of GOCCs reached an average of 36 billion pesos. This trajectory only grew stronger, surpassing 137 billion pesos in 2024. And as of this month, collections are already standing at over 106 billion pesos. These funds will finance the establishment and renovation of classrooms, of hospitals, and of infrastructure, as well as the implementation of vital social programs. Behind these numbers are changed lives, reignited hopes. They represent children learning in safer schools, patients receiving care in improved facilities, communities shielded from floods and disasters, and families given a fairer chance at a better life. So today, we recognize the institutions that have exemplified the very best of public service. We also underscore the persistent efforts of the 53 GOCCs as well as the 5 GOCCs that participated in the GCG service caravan. You have all proven that with integrity and with diligence, we can embody the highest standards of efficiency, transparency, and responsibility. Dahil sa inyong determinasyon at malasakit, mas maraming Pilipino ang ating natutulungan at naaabot ng ating mga serbisyo. And in support of the hard-working men and women who make this possible, I have approved the Compensation and Position Classification System 2. That will increase the salaries of GOCC employees. Well-deserved naman. I have also approved the provision of a tiered medical allowance for GOCC employees, depending on the capacity, of course, of the GOCC. Further, for GOCCs that implemented CPCS-1, the increases will retroact to 1 January 2025 upon receipt of their authority to implement from the GCG. So as we celebrate these milestones, let us also recognize that there is much work still left to be done. My challenge to our GOCCs is to invest in modern technology, simplify our processes, and cut down on red tape so that every Filipino enjoys easy, fair, and dignified access to the services that they deserve. For the rest of the bureaucracy, Our job is to ensure that the dividends of our GOCCs will redound to better services. We need to spend these funds with utmost transparency and accountability. Public trust is our most valuable currency. Once lost, rebuilding it becomes far more difficult. These funds should promote genuine reforms that uplift the quality of life, reach the vulnerable, and leave a lasting contribution for the generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, this celebration not only highlights our sustainable growth and the stories behind it over the years, it also drives us to strengthen our commitment to championing public interest, safeguarding human rights, and empowering all our sectors. Together, let us continue building a GOCC sector that continues to stand as a beacon of integrity, excellence, and service. Let us shape a government that our people can believe in, and a nation that every Filipino, here and abroad, can proudly call their own. Maraming salamat sa serbisyo ninyo. Maraming salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. First, may we call on stage the first set of GOCC heads.